It looks like we are live, so I want to say hello everyone and welcome to SpoonStream.
Hello.
Not the other one, this one. This is the stream for all things Spoon Staff stories. There is no one else here. This voice actor who you hear is not another person from another channel filled with terrible people. This is Spoon Staff, and that is what we are here for today. So welcome everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. We decided to do the. I say we decided. This is Mrs. Six channel. I'm just the talent.
Wow.
I'm the talent. You're the boss. I wasn't.
You saying I'm not talented?
No. Goodness gracious me.
Because you're right.
No, I'm just the talent. You're the person who makes the magic happen.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now, this is a live drawing session, essentially, that we thought she'll draw, I'll talk, you can ask questions, and we'll sort of let you know what's going on. Because the main reason that this was decided to be a thing that we would do is because we're currently in the process of shifting to a new piece of software. We're moving from a straight up video editing program into an actual piece of actual animation software like a crazy person. So that's going to take some time because the assets have to be sort of shifted across from...
I'm also updating them.
Yeah, they're being updated, but they also have to be turned into assets, rigs, basically, like puppets, like a puppet show almost,
Yeah.
in that sense.
Which is why everything is separate.
Yeah, so everything's being separated out into layers because what she used to do is she'd create these. She'd basically just draw them over and over. Each frame was a new drawing, which obviously makes sense. It's animation, but that is a significant amount of work. So I started looking into different pieces of software for animation, and the one that was considered best is probably the Adobe one. And if you know anything about me and Adobe, no, I'm not paying infinite money for one piece of software. So it had to be something we could buy straight out. And we landed on something called Moho Studio, which is used by other people in my field. And when I looked at it, it seemed absolutely perfect. So we spent a while figuring out how to get it to work, and we reckon we're pretty much there. It's just now we'll have to actually get it all sorted. And one of the things that we're doing, she's doing, like, consider that my entire contribution to this is what I'm doing right now. And
Why you do the rigging? Because I'm really terrible at it.
I have been doing the rigging, but you'll learn. You'll learn eventually, it's fine. But, we keep getting things saying no data. Yeah. Warning, the current stream's bitrate is really, really low. Oh no, it moved. Wow.
I think it's teasing you.
It does take some time to catch up with itself. Well, the visuals are not super duper important. As long as you're getting the voices, it's okay. But I did manage to brain. I also don't pay for stuff. I always get free stuff. Right. Well, when you're doing it as a business, it's always best to actually have, dot the T's and cross the I's. I like to be above board. But when you rolled up Blossom, did you expect to be talking about plushies? We were literally having this conversation before the stream started.
The reason I chose the art style was purely because I wanted something cutesy to contrast Curse of Strahd, because Curse of Strahd is supposed to be really dark, and the fact that my D&D group were completely just just railed it over and made it more into a comedy than a horror setting. It really pissed our DM off because he was trying to make it scary. So I just thought the contrast worked well, and that I wanted something easier to draw, and drawing horror things can be very detailed and complicated.
Well, by easy to draw, more easy to be consistent.
Yeah, I wanted consistency.
Something that wasn't going to take hours and hours to draw each and every frame and all that. So yeah, but in terms of the plushies thing, if anybody knows of anyone, like a store or something that does make plushies, we would be more than willing to set that up. In fact, we'd probably like a set ourselves. So probably by the time everyone's bought enough that we can buy our own set, that's would be the entire purpose of it, fulfilled. To just have a full set of the main cast as plushies would be pretty awesome. Right, I need to to start looking at these commenty boys. I think reference layers. It's never been confirmed that I know of, but Mrs. Sick has got to be Blossom. No comment. Nothing sells horror better than comedy. Doing a 180 sport in a spawn of a second? Spin of a second is fucking scary. Yeah, a lot of my favourite horror moments come from really, really funny shows. Apologies if you can hear outside shouting and stuff, but it's still warm, and we're currently set up in a slightly weird fashion because now today we have to be at separate desks. If you're used to the other stream, we're usually both sat in front of a single microphone. Today we are still sat in front of a single microphone, but it's in crossover mode or whatever you want to call it. So it might sound a little bit weird. Oh look, talk of the devil.
What?
we have certain spoon staff people turning up.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so we like I said, we're doing these streams so that we can fill the void in between now and when we can actually put out the new form of Spoon Staff, which will have certainly a little bit more animation. I'm hoping that it'll be a little bit easier to do the animations. And who would watch the other stream? No one. That's who. Oh God, I got ADHD brain, man. Something about animation. What's this? What's this? There's magic in the air. What's this? What's this? There's
boobs.
Width everywhere? I have no idea what you're talking about. Did you just say boobs?
Because I'm drawing them.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I was told to be no swearing, to be on my best behaviour.
Boobs isn't swearing.
Yeah, but boobs are still boobs. This is not going to be boob staff stories. Come on.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, what even is a brain? Yeah. If anybody has any idea of how we might get plushies made, great. We'll have a look at that. Yeah, these are still going to be very similar, and I'm trying to be good instead of just rattling off every last thing that goes into my brain, because most of those are horrible things that I shouldn't say. So I'm actually having to try and be good. How about questions? Although I'm not going to answer anything spoilery, but if you do have any questions about what we do, how we do it, what our plans are, of any degree, I can answer any sort of audio voice acting. Not that I consider myself actually a voice actor, but it is effectively what I'm doing in this. And any drawing questions can be targeted towards the drawing person over there. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing, because I'm running out of things.
Yeah, we just wanted to fill the void because it's going to take so long to do all my assets, because I'm not just look. So I have this one, which was the original. And I'm just improving on it to give it more shading and lines and shit.
Well, that's one of the things is with the new software, because she's not having to draw every asset again and again and again. She can make more detailed.
I want to see you do this.
No, you don't. You really, 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 really don't. But it lets us create. I say us.
Dude, we're a team.
Jim, it lets us have a much more, detailed in terms of the, and that's the thing. In terms of the style being easier to replicate, that's less important now. I mean, it's still important that they're consistent to replicate across characters, but now the characters themselves can be a little bit more detailed. So yeah, why is the background you working on that colours and shapes? Because it's just what she's doing literally right now, what she's been doing for days.
Well, this is just Irina. She's a fairly new character. I've done most of the normal characters already. I am just working on her because she has so many outfits, and I have to keep making all her outfits. This is just one of her outfits that I'm doing.
Yeah, one of the main characters that isn't part of the team, per se, has a lot of outfits. So it's not like any less work, really. Might have been the perfect time to make the transition, to be honest. Here's the thing I say often. One of my friends says it's one of his favourite quotes now. Brains are stupid. Brains.
Brains are stupid.
Oh, you couldn't have made a better flub. Beautiful, beautiful. Does one video equal one playing session? That's a good question.
No.
It varies.
So, Death House, which was probably about, I think it's like 1.5 sessions. That was like 7 episodes.
Yeah. 7, nearly 8 episodes was 1.5 sessions.
So that was it was probably about 6 hours worth of content. Thing is as well, you've got to take most of the content that we have. We've got loads of crosstalk, and we've got loads of like people messing around, going to the toilet, eating food, and so like we're all in between. So I basically condensed all the actual content into an episode.
Yeah. The other thing is that it all gets sort of...
I try and keep cliffhangers and things like that as well.
Yeah, timing of episodes is important in order to make it. Lick of the like button, for God's sake. Uh-oh.
Hello, child.
Please.
Yes, darling. Child just kicked the door down. Oh, and she burped on the way out.
Your daughter.
Yours too? She kicked the door in. Banana, please. They're very good. They do ask, but they don't ask in like the politest ways. I'm on my phone and still have issues typing in the right places. Alright, yes, because of Braves. I was going to say it was like 4 weeks of only Death House. I mean, yeah. Why spoons? Well, as someone may have guessed earlier, it's related to Mrs. Hick's character. And also Spoon. Spoon!
The reason I chose Spoon was because, partly because it relates to Blossom's backstory, but also because I wanted something completely fucking random.
Yeah.
And I swear more than you do, apparently.
There was a full session of the memory book, if I recall correctly. Oh god,
that was one of the episodes that Kerp the DM made up, because it was literally a filler episode for us, because nobody was turning up. There's only like 3 of us actually there.
Yeah.
So I had to fill in what the characters would have said.
Yeah, a lot of what goes into Spoon Stuff Stories is creative writing, because as much as characters were characterized and role played by people, it is very difficult to keep up constantly doing role play in a real session when you're going for hours and hours. So a lot of the stuff is just, oh, I do this, oh, I do that, let's move on. And so there is creative license taken with the whole project.
Yeah, I wanted it to actually be a story.
Yeah.
So,
But it is pretty damn close to what was actually played, including so many things that happen. We've had Donnie throwing the spoon up, haven't we?
that was the last episode.
Yeah, so in the last episode, Donnie throwing a spoon and saying fetch to Blossom is a thing that happened. You know, a lot of the moments, a lot of the weirder moments are just things that happened in the actual D&D that were funny. And that's where, yeah. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, you can tell when thing is as well. You can tell because I'm not that good of a writer. You can actually tell when the characters, when the players weren't there, as well. Like Lucian was not there for a lot of Death House, and I just didn't know how to fill it in, and I was just
well, you can tell by them not really doing anything.
Yeah. And
but
just sort of filling in the gaps of what that character would do if no one else was around. So. And that was probably the hardest thing
oh
to do.
my god, is Blossom going to become the Ginosagi from the horribly slow murder with the extremely inefficient weapon? The Spoon Killer. I haven't seen that video in years. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. And
Alright.
It's how it goes. It's so funny. Oh my god, good stuff. No comment. But I could see it happening. Yeah. So like I said, any questions? Any stuff you want to know? Any things you want to say? Any fires you want to put out? No.
Yeah, don't start fires.
Don't start fires. Fires are bad. See, we're a public service. Wait, seeing people in real life. Ew.
We don't actually join. We do everything through Roll20.
Yeah. That's the thing.
A lot of my group are foreigners.
the whole thing and the reason that it's all recorded is because Mrs. Sick and her group all play through a piece of software called Roll20. Well, a website called Roll20. Although the boundaries of that, but I won't go into that. Anyway, yeah. So it's all played over Tinternet. No, I don't think you've ever played a live session with anyone, have you? The closest you've come to was playing with me.
Yeah.
And that was you just DMing me to test out how to D&D.
Yeah,
and
that was a long time ago.
And I remember that. It was a long time ago, but I remember the thing. I was like in a room, and there was a cupboard, and a rat came from under the cupboard, and then almost killed me. Or did it kill me?
I think it did.
I think it might have killed me. And I was just like, oh. And you were like, oh. It's like, I hit it. It says, you missed. You rolled. Oh, critical hit. You're dead. Oh.
Yeah, I think you had like 8 hit points or something.
It wasn't the greatest intro to D&D ever, but when people, you know, worked on it a little bit more and learned a little bit more about it, that became less of an issue. I think the problem with that is you were like properly, strictly following the rules.
Yeah, I was trying to.
And not going, that's going to kill him. Time to fudge the rolls.
Well, I've always been into D&D for a very long time. It's just I had no one to play with.
Yeah.
So I just made worlds by myself.
Yeah. I mean, you used to spend a lot of time making worlds in general.
Yeah, I do that anyway. I love making maps and worlds and cities and things, yeah. What did someone asked something? Wait, where is it? Why can't I see stuff?
I'm on live chat, but I think I'm not seeing everything, which is slightly annoying. Oh, there we go. It's explained better. The sheet of paper background you're working on is white with blue squares. Why is it like that? Is there a reason behind it? A modern cinema screen, it has the same pattern. Cookie answered that in the comments, but yeah, basically it's to represent transparency. If you've ever looked up like transparent background object on Google, you'll often see the same thing. It literally just represents transparency. It actually represents it in terms of, now, can I remember the technical word for this? It's a type of transparency you get a lot in video games. I know the Sega Saturn did it. Well, I'm looking up the thing. I know this is a little bit sad, but it's interesting to me. Why aren't you showing me? Oh, this is all complicated and stuff. No, that's too complex. That's not useful. But yeah, if you see sometimes in things it represents transparency by just having one square filled, one square empty, one square filled, one square empty, and the Sega Saturn did that, and it looks terrible, basically.
It's just to let you know you've missed something. That's the way I see it.
Yeah. It's actually quite useful to fill the background sometimes so that you can see, like, white stuff doesn't tend to show up hugely well on that type of background. So it is worth doing. I mean, a lot of what Mrs. Sick does drawing wise, I do more sort of video editing wise. In fact, I'm going to spoil it here because there's not that many of you. But the same software, I've been working on creating an animated version of the Sir Sick model. Now, whether or not that shows up, it depends on whether or not I can get it working properly. But I spent a lot of time changing the asset so that it actually has movable appendages including like where the joints are, so that they don't look stupid. Again, whether or not that actually becomes an actual thing, can't tell you, but it's taking a lot of work. But this isn't about that, so shut up.
There's definitely I knew there'd be crossover, it's fine.
Yeah. Salad fingers, oh my god.
Oh god. Now that was one of the most amazing things I ever watched when I was younger. It always, it was so weird and confusing and surreal. I just fell in love with it straight away. I think that's when I realised, I think Salad Fingers was one of the things then I realised where I'm a really big fan of surrealism.
Yeah, Salad Fingers has been finished now.
Yeah.
Like, if you saw Salad Fingers way back in the day, go look it up again. There's more episodes, and I wouldn't say they get weirder, but they're definitely all really weird.
Can I please have a banana?
Yes, you may have a banana. You're also wearing your pants backwards again.
Sorry.
No, you don't have to apologise. One of our kids has a bad habit of putting her pants on backwards. Did you change them round? Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. But yeah. Salad Fingers is from before YouTube existed. It is. Although it's all on YouTube now. And it is absolutely terrifying. It actually has a similar style, at least in terms of animation, to what I'm going to be going for with the Sir Sick model. Spoon stuff is a bit different. Bit more, like I said, a bit more like a puppet show than anything else. But with, animation. It should be good. I'm looking forward to it. Backward pants are cool. Yeah. Screw society, man. I'm wearing my pants backwards. Now I've got bum pockets on the front of my legs.
You know, because a lot of girls' pants don't have pockets. That's actually a great solution.
If they have back pockets. They might not have those.
Yeah,
The fake
fake everything.
printed on pockets is one thing. Like, why? But then made fully technically functional pockets, but we just sew them flat because bah. Muppet, the Sursic Muppet. Sursic is a Muppet, so that's good to know. My cat was lying on my lap, but decided she wanted to randomly paw my face with claws out and still acting cute. Ah, slash.
That's cat's fear.
Our cat now is so quote unquote good that she loves it when I stroke her. She's like totally into it. And then we'll decide she's not into it anymore. And it used to be she'd scratch me, but now, because, you know, when she did that, she got told off. Now she pats me. She's like, and she'll hiss and she'll pat. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. You don't want that anymore. Even though she's usually the one that came to me, forced my hands under her head. Cats are not nice people. I was going to say something else then, but I'm being good. No need to jump. I mean, if you're talking about my kids, they constantly jump. It's becoming a problem. They are the bounciest children in the universe.
Okay.
I swear that they've moved the planet off of its axis. I know that doesn't make any sense because, you know, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So no matter how big you are, if you jumped, the Earth would just move back. But they are just jumping that much that they've destroyed physics. Although that just reminds me of one of my favourite Chuck Norris facts, which is Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups, he does earth downs.
Oh my god. that is...
I think that was great. God, I'm old. I mean, you are a poo.
Right. She's supposed to be having like a cover on her face so people can't identify her. Would it go... Like, it's either going to go under her nose...
I think like a netted...
Slightly above her eyes.
I think a netted thing that just goes under her sort of forehead. Like a veil.
Right, rather than bottom way, you go top way instead.
Give her a veil.
Well, she already has that.
Does she?
She has one of them.
Alright.
But it's not... I'm thinking
Give
more
her
like, you know, like, you know, she's got a hooded cloak on.
Yeah. And
then she's going to have her face covered so people can't recognise her.
Give her a Ninja Turtles mask.
A ninja... Oh my god. Like Donnie.
Yeah. I think that the veil would probably be fine. I don't know. You don't usually ask me for input.
I don't know.
I just give it when it's not wanted.
I'll try this one out and see if it actually looks okay.
Yeah. I am having... I've got like 4 screens to keep an eye on at this point. And I'm a person who usually has a lot of screens, but this is slightly too much for me. Irina getting a COVID mask. I mean...
Yeah, basically.
Although, to be fair, if you want someone to be hard to recognise, you cover the eyes, not the mouth. People don't usually get... That's why shades work so well. Shades and a hat. Give her a baseball cap. And big aviator glasses. Then no one will recognise her. Oh my god. Just... the... Oh, what's it called now? It's a comedy term. It's those big glasses with the fake nose and the little mustache. I can't remember what it's called. I love Vsauce. Vsauce, Michael here. How do I sit? Bloom, boo-doo, boo-doo. You might think I would sit in a chair, but actually, I'm standing on one.
God, that probably does sound like something to do though.
It does.
I've not watched Vsauce in so long.
The last time I saw Vsauce Michael was in the Who is How to Basic. And all these people kept claiming to be How to Basic, and then he came out and said, it was an experiment I was doing to... and then he starts, I think he gets pelted with eggs or something. I can't remember. But yeah, like the How to Basic guy is friends with a bunch of other big YouTubers, and they like do game shows, but they're like really stupid, and he always cameramans so that he doesn't get seen. So I think it's a weird Groucho Marx. There we go. Yeah, give her a Groucho Marx, glasses, and eye and nose and mustache. Perfect.
If I cover her mouth, it means I don't have to animate it. Should I cover her entire face?
It's just a blob.
Like, she's supposed to be covering herself up, so, yeah, but I don't know. She kind of looks like she's gagged, to be honest, because she hasn't got any arms.
A number of famous people find they could go to the shops now without issues due to masks, etc. I mean, I guess the whole face is part of the whole thing, but...
Well, the thing is, it covers half your face up. And if
people that I'm really familiar with, I recognise them by their eyes. I feel like I wouldn't recognise them by their mouth.
I don't look people in the eyes, though. I look at their mouths when I'm looking at them.
Do I have a distinctive mouth? Do I have a pretty mouth?
But yeah.
Scarf.
Oh, that's a... there we go. Thank you.
See, that's what you're all here for.
You're here to improve it.
Yeah, whenever you come up to a thing that you can't decide what to do with it. But scarf is a brilliant, yeah.
Community outreach, yeah.
Yeah, wrap a scarf around the lower face and head, yeah. And I like scarves too. So yeah, that's perfect. Thank you for that. What are we on? We are on 30 minutes. So we're thinking this will probably be about an hour. Because we don't have absolutely tons to say. But just to sort of hang out and talk. A bit like a certain other stream. But these are going to be a lot more, not necessarily random, but if we're feeling like it's going to take a while for another episode to come out, we'll do one of these just to keep you up to date and to show that we're still doing stuff, more than anything. Right now, since the transition to new software, we decided against recording the next set of audio because we're not 100% sure how it's all going to work, and it might, hopefully it will increase the number of things we can do rather than decrease it in any way, shape or form.
Yeah, because I've had to change my writing before because of the limitations of the animations I do, because otherwise it'd take me forever to do a tiny little movement. So I decided I changed my writing because of it, but now I can move the characters a little bit easier.
One of the things I'm hoping is that it makes it so that Aru stops wiping her axe on things. Because that... I mean, part of it is it's kind of charming, but, you know, we're just representing motion. But now we should be able to show quite specific motions in a way that makes sense. So no more wiping an axe on things. Although still one of my favourite things is Aru's charge pose, because she looks a bit like a cactuar.
Before I did anything else, that was the first one I did. The first artwork I did was Aru's pose like that, and then I did everyone else's.
Well, isn't that a fun, interesting fact that even I did not know? Aren't you glad you came to the stream? I have a question unrelated to this stream, actually. I mean, you can go ahead, but it all depends. Unless it's like, what is 4 plus 4?
No, don't do that.
Because we won't be able to answer. We're still the same people we are on the other one.
Can't find the right blue.
That mask is never going to work. She's got her nose uncovered. It's not a mask anymore, it's a scarf. And as many problems as Barovia has, it has fortunately avoided the COVID epidemic. Probably because of the mist.
Yeah.
And mostly because as soon as anybody turns up, they die. Would I ever consider doing a collab with Cirrus the Skeptic, Neko Cirrus? I asked him the same about you once and he said he would like to. I've heard the name, I don't actually know the person, so...
Don't trust sacred names, like he's rubbish.
Yeah. I mean, I know names, I just don't know... Don't trust me with, like, watching anything. Like, literally, the only stuff I watch consistently on YouTube is DBZA
Linus.
and Linus Tech Tips. Because although I've started watching a guy called Dawid Does Tech because he can't say 30 and I find it adorable. He says 30! And everyone makes fun of him for it. It's great. What?
Her arms are the wrong way. You should be above her chest.
Oh, you put them behind her.
There we go.
Yeah, that is one of the things with the software.
It looks really weird.
You. I'm here to annoy people and tell bad jokes. And I'm all out of jokes. Not really.
Right, should I make the scarf like go over her shoulder?
I would have it like...
Technically, she is going to be wearing a cloak over the top of this, so...
I would have it go sort of over the cloak. Or like maybe centered.
Like out of the cloak?
Yeah.
Okay.
Afternoon in Ignacio L. Smith. Ignacio.
Ganatio.
No. Sirius does the same stuff as you, debunking, and actually had a Dangers of Woo series too. Ooh. Get him to send me a message is the best way to get anything like that done. Just tell him I have open DMs, I have an email. If they have any ideas of anything they want to do, I am more than willing to have a listen. Whether or not I'll do that, or maybe shout them out, or something else, I don't know.
Yeah, don't do that.
What have you done?
I've got into the habit of working with line tools because the lines are so much cleaner. Because every time I do it, I'll draw the thing, and then I have to go back and clean it up.
Yeah.
And it annoys me. I'm like, why don't you use line tools? Because it's so much cleaner.
Do you always forget line tools exist?
Like obviously with things that are very intricate details and stuff, I just draw it. Makes it easier. But if I'm doing actual like lines and things, it just it's so much cleaner.
Have you tried drawing? I hear that's how to do a drawing.
Well, yeah. Like I've been drawing since I was like 3.
Are you a drawer?
Yes.
I've always loved that.
Freaking annoys me that.
Because it's the word.
You're such a cool drawer.
It's the word draw. I contain no underwear, as far as I'm aware. So Beb Pibbs is making an alcoholic version of Mountain Dew. I'm going to call it Mountain DUI. For goodness sake. But, yeah. I mean, you could always use the brush stabilizer, says Cookie, condescendingly. In her most condescending...
Yeah, but Cookie's like an expert with
I know.
software. I just like, I draw a picture.
Go peck.
Yeah, like some of the stuff that Cookie does. Oh my god, if you want a really good piece of artwork, you should get Cookie to do it, because oh my god, her art is amazing. It's just so beautiful.
She used to stream doing her artwork, and we used to go and annoy her. Game streams sometimes as well, and I've gone to annoy her. But I think since she got one of those filthy job things, it's made that a little bit more difficult to do. But I imagine that she's still got old streams up, so you should go check those out and annoy her.
Cookie's art is gorgeous.
Mm. She drew the choco cookie. Damn it, mouth. Of her avatar as well. So yeah. Right, what time are we at? We've got 20 minutes. Right, 20 minutes. Lightning round.
Lightning round.
20 minutes of lightning round. That seems like a really long time. I have no time for commissions. Don't promote things. Oh God. We're gonna promote it anyway. I'm just promoting your stream. So you know that's things that happened. I don't know if they're still there though. If they're not still there, then they're gonna go and they're just gonna see nothing. Choboko. Quick Sticks wants you to say gavel. I imagine they want you to say something else, but they don't know how to spell. I only now know cookie. No cookie. Ah, for goodness sake.
See, yeah, a scarf makes way well sense.
Yeah, scarf is perfect. Oh, my arm is killing me. Yeah. How are we doing it? We've got 22 concurrent viewers for some reason.
Especially you, everybody loves you.
No, they don't. They just want to come and see me fail. That's... They either want to see me suffer or they want to see me fail. You'd be surprised, but before this... I mean, I always get anxious before streaming, but this one, because it's more important...
It's more important.
I think it's more important. Shut up. Because I think of it as more important because it's not mine, and I have to be good, and I should practice being good on streams because I plan on.
Yeah.
I put it in Cirrus video request channel. Oh, fair enough.
See, if you're not good at drawing, you can just use a line tool. God, it does really feel like I'm cheating when I'm using this though.
They're tools. They are there to be... that's like saying, oh, I feel like I'm cheating when I use a ruler.
Yeah, it is technically.
No, it's not. It's only cheating when you don't use a spirograph to draw everything. If you don't use spirograph...
I was never into spirographs.
They're really dumb. But they do make pretty patterns.
Oh, pretty.
Pretty. Oh, pen go spin spin. Yeah. Fail, sick. Fail, sick. Fail. I'm already a fail, so you know. I've already definitely disappointed most of my family, so that's what's important.
Oh, congratulations, you've done it.
Do you use your hand to draw? Dirty cheater. You don't make the picture just appear on a page with your mind powers?
Oh god, I'd love that if that happened. The amount of cool things I go, oh, I really want to draw that, and my hands are not capable.
Do you subconsciously ignore all comments mentioning by name?
Who's
Discord, as in the program.
What?
What's Discord? Never heard of it.
It's because you don't like it.
I am not a fan of Discord. I don't find it to be an enjoyable piece of software / service to use. I literally only use it because there's certain pieces of software that you need it to get a hold of new versions for because they're in beta. I don't care for it. I just don't like the sort of stream of consciousness, but it's everybody's stream of consciousness at the same time. It just feels like you're in a big room where everybody's shouting at each other, and I'm not a fan.
Well, you're in the wrong channel then.
It was my channel.
You are in the wrong channel.
Yeah, so I shut that down because I wasn't using it, and it was just full of stupid crap that I didn't care about. Like, no offense to the people who frequented it. Weirdly, I have no idea, but I decided that I didn't. I heard some horror stories of abandoned things, and I was like, you know what? It's probably just a better idea just to make sure that can't happen. So I just got rid of it, and it affected my life zero. Quick sticks. Stop asking people to say things. This isn't that stream. It went poof from my list, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't kicked. Okay, good to know. No one was kicked. I literally deleted it because, like I said, I'd heard some horror stories and I decided I didn't want to have a thing that I made and some ridiculous nonsense happened. So I shared my streams on Twitch there too. Sorry. I have no idea why people stuck around there because, I was never there. I occasionally turned up and went, Jesus Christ, are people still here? And then left. Pleases me though. Well, that's not what you're here for today.
On the other hand, I have a Discord which is completely empty.
Yeah. She has a Discord for this.
I use Discord all the time to talk to my.
So she thought it was a good idea to set one up, and then no one turned up. People constantly berate me. She actually makes one. No one turns up. I think I'm in that Discord as well, but.
I don't know. It's there if anybody wants to contact me. That's the reason I made it.
What's this character story develop, please? This is Irina. We're not telling you any more than has already been, but
if you want to
she
know,
is the daughter of the local Burgermeister, brother of Ismark, and they are having problems with monsters. That's as much as we know in terms of the
story.
In terms of the story, that's what we know. Is there more to her? She's a person, of course there's more to her. There's more to every character. There's more to that one guy who takes some ham from Donnie. But that doesn't mean we're going to elaborate necessarily. I will join it. Oh, never mind then. Why not combine them for both of you?
Combine what?
Because that would mean our Discords.
Ah, right.
Because that would mean I had a Discord that I was supposed to go on. No. But yeah.
Cloak wouldn't have a belt. Stop trying to confuse myself.
Cloak.
Oh, she can have a belt. No, she can't.
I mean, she could have a belt. Everything gets zhuzhed up with a belt. I'll come. We could talk about Middle Earth. I mean, the North. Definitely not the North from Game of Thrones. What's the next 500 episodes of Spoon Staff Story? And you will find out, probably.
Yeah, I figured out, like, at the rate that I'm going,
we got years of content.
Yeah, there's probably years of content.
It's good, but with the introduction of the animation software,
I'm hoping it speeds things up a bit.
Speeds things up, and we're looking into other avenues of animated storytelling. But it is largely about storytelling more than anything else. But that doesn't mean we won't do like skits and stuff and other things, and like I'm learning the animation software as well. So we'll see where that goes. Anything that gives us more sort of options is a good thing, as far as I'm concerned. She was bitten by something, probably vampire-esque. Why not a cloak made of belts? Goodness sake.
That's pretty cool though. I should do that.
I suppose that's okay as a non-spoilery spoiler, but the ending shouldn't disappoint, and I think that's...
Well, the main thing is, if you want to know what the story is, and you don't care about spoilers, there's a guy called Puffin Forest. He is way better than me, and he does loads of D&D stuff.
I mean, you say that, you can spoil yourself on the lore.
Yeah, there's the
of
lore of
Curse
it,
of
the story of
Strahd.
it. He basically did the entire...
But you won't spoil yourself on this story because it ended...
differently, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the great thing about D&D. Like, if you're here and you don't really understand or know about D&D, the whole premise of D&D is that it is a group of people telling a story based on a framework of another story. So it's like if you took Middle Earth, if you took the Silmarillion, and I'm sure someone has turned that into a D&D, and then just plonked some characters in locations and made things happen that make sense. That's pretty much what D&D is, and you just tell the story sort of verbally differently.
But yeah, Puffin Forest is really good if you want to know what the story is. But he has different characters and they have different motivations and things. So
there is no Blossom, so it's basically worthless.
That's really mean.
Mean and true. You know, it is different characters, different thing, different story, really. Each D&D is a unique story, and that's just the way to put it. Oh, all right, we've got 8 minutes left. Lightning round part 2. Like I said, if there is anything you want to ask me, preferably Spoon stuff related, but I will answer other questions. Love Puffin Forest and Dingo's Doodle Joe Cat. Yeah, one of our current issues actually with the Spoon stuff thing is me. And the channel is directly related to me and things related to me, which is quite annoying because it means I think that Spoon Stuff Stories will take off as soon as it gets put into the algorithm for D&D stuff. But right now, it's locked into skepticism and debunking stuff. So obviously it doesn't really have room there to grow because that's not what people are looking for in that regards. So if any of you want to do us a big favour, if you're part of any D&D groups or any sort of Reddits or anything like that, if you want to share Spoon Stuff stuff, that would be probably really helpful in specifically D&D stuff. If you have any friends who are into D&D, share it. If you have any sort of Facebook or Twitter or whatever groups, it would definitely help us out to sort of start pushing the show into those places. Because until YouTube starts seeing this as a D&D channel and not a skeptic channel, because obviously that's dumb, we'll be sort of stuck in there. The reason to D&D is to accuse everyone to be lizard people, occasionally being right. Surely there's ways to see if they're lizard people without having to accuse. J'accuse! J'accuse Dan's lizard! I don't know how many languages that was, but yeah.
Do you think I should make the cloak green? Because green goes with red hair.
What is her general colour scheme?
She likes to wear blue a lot.
Then I'd probably make it blue.
Okay.
That's like one of the things for this sort of animation, isn't it? Characters have colour swatches.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew a thing. Brackenwood is from before YouTube too, and still on Newsgrounds. I have some Discord friends into D&D. I'll let them know. Excellent. Yeah. Have you heard of Brackenwood? Mrs. Sick is the one who watches D&D stuff. Like, I watch Acquisitions Incorporated. I like that. But I just don't have the time to dedicate to multiple D&D things.
I've heard of it, but there is so much D&D stuff on YouTube.
Make it dark blue, says Cookie. So she's the one who...
Like, really dark blue?
Really dark? Ooh, that colour is pretty. So, there you go.
Well, that one. I was going to go light since the scarf is dark and then fill it in with shadows.
I'll fill you in with shadows.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Colour schemes? Yes.
Yeah, all the main characters have their own colours.
Brackenwood isn't D&D. Oh, okay. Is it an animation?
I have heard of it.
Yeah.
But then again, like, it does sound like a name of the place up here, so it could be that.
Yeah. I brought it up because I mentioned Salad Fingers earlier. Oh, okay. I mean, animation stuff as well. I mean, this isn't like the greatest, most fucking Disney animation in the universe, but it is a fun little animation. We've actually had, she did some wandering around and like hanging out in Twitch streams and has shared it with a few animators, and a lot of them like it, but obviously there's work to be done, and
yeah, compared to theirs is like they spend,
well, they're doing frame by frame mostly.
They do they mainly do like frame by frame stuff, but also they spend months on a piece of animation which is like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So it looks fantastic, but it's really short.
Yeah.
So if you it's sort of like you have
she
to...
keeps hinting at me, oh, if I had a team, if I only had a team, and I'm not made of money. I don't have that much money.
No, I'm not saying get me people.
Yeah, you are. Oh, are you saying acquire people?
No, oh my god. No.
Because I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Pretty sure. And, you know me.
I'm just saying how much easier it would be if I was a studio.
If I was a studio, you just sat there as a building.
Yes.
Get in! Nom nom. Many animators have disappeared recently. They started working for a studio called SpoonStream that have not been heard from since. Chewing sounds have been heard from the building. Saw it back when I was in computer animation back in high school. Yeah. Lighten the scarf, darken the dress, apparently. But that's not Cookie, so I wouldn't listen. Kidnapper team. Yes. I mean, I would, but people get so annoyed at you. So disassociate SpoonStream from Sursic so it can tinkle an algorithm away from skeptic sites. But you promote it on the Sursic channel relentlessly. Yeah, because I've got no other way to promote it. But if it goes beyond me, then I don't have to promote it anymore. I'm assuming that no matter how annoying it is that we're in those circles, it's like not the end of the world. I hope I haven't done it harm by doing that. I can't imagine that it's... yeah. But maybe I should stop promoting it. Maybe that would be better for the channel. I don't know.
I told you to stop promoting it.
But you didn't tell me to stop promoting it because of that. You told me to stop promoting it because it makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But that's not the same thing. But I don't think it will have hurt it necessarily. I just think it's made it a bit more obvious how it works more than anything. But yeah, please do share. Sursic needs to be the voice actor for Ott. I mean,
what's
me as a voice person isn't going to change. Not anytime soon because I'm free. People say I'm banging the director.
My main problem with having other people on to do voice work is I am very impatient.
Yeah.
And if I'm handing out work to other people, if I don't get it back in a timely manner, I get pissed off.
Yeah.
So, but with him, I'm just like, oh, can you do this? And he just goes in the other room and
I
does
just
it.
wander off. Come back. There go. Okay. And if I can't do it immediately, it's like, I can't do any work. Sick. Can't do any work. Oh, God. It's your fault. Can't do any work. Couldn't possibly do anything else. Throws arms in the air. Falls to ground. Cries.
Flips table.
Yeah. Flips desk. Right, we have hit the hour, so I don't know if you're wanting to finish up.
Yeah. It was just showing, like, just draw and talk, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be doing these every once in a while just to let you know that we're still doing stuff. Hopefully, if we have to do one of these again, we'll have something a bit more substantial to show off. Hopefully, sort of animated as well.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, please do share. We'd like to get out of skeptic stuff into the D&D sphere, because I am certain that this has an incredible potential for growth. It's just, if no one's heard of you, no one's heard of you. So the only way for people to hear of you is to spread. So I am going to shill this channel till I die next week. Oh, pardon me. Oh, definitely need a mute button. Oh, that was aggressive. Yes.
Thanks for finishing on that.
Cersic under the thumb. Okay. I just do things when people ask me because I'm like a nice person, but whatever.
Under the thumb.
Yeah. Anyway, let's end it there on that epic note. Thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next time. And hopefully, in not too long, there'll be a new episode out, and you can ignore this travesty. Thank you. Bye. Say bye, woman.
Bye.